During that time, millions of free Africans were enslaved and shipped to Brazil, then a Portuguese colony, to work the vast sugar, tobacco, and coffee plantations. It is estimated that more than 3.5 million slaves landed in the port city of Salvador alone.
Mestre Jogo explains, this was the courtyard where slaves were made to parade in front of plantation owners and then auction off.
As they descend into the bowels of the catacombs, Mestre Jogo tells Josette that every time he comes here, he experiences a spiritual reawakening.
He tells me he feels the energy coming from these walls, that down here is where slaves were chained, tortured, given little or no food, no sunshine, no light. He says he feels the vibration from all their suffering.
For the slave, capoeira was one of the few means of escape, a way to strengthen himself mentally and physically, and to fight against his oppressors when it was possible. For Mestre Jogo, learning capoeira is a way of keeping alive the memory of those tortured souls and transforming the spiritual energy he finds here into something positive.
Lesson number 4. A capoeira master's art reaches beyond the physical training.
Olha pra frente. 2. Ginga. A unha negativa. Bora, a U. Negativa.
It's back to Jogo's class for more exercises. I'm beginning to feel some of the 30 years I have on this young woman I'm training with and pray for my knees not to give out on me. This is the only martial art where I have to become a skilled musician as well as learning how to fight. Jogo is passionate about ending every class with a musical session.
In capoeira, learning to play a range of instruments and sing the accompanying songs is as important as learning the physical moves. The berimbau is the key instrument, but there is also the atabaque, a conga-like drum, the pandeiro, a large tambourine, and the agogo, which consists of 2 small bells tied together.
Has told me about Jogo's devotion to his teacher, Mestre João Pequeno, the most revered Angola mestre alive.
Shortly after Mestre Bimba helped legalize capoeira in 1937, another great Brazilian master emerged from the shadows. Mestre Pastinha turned his back on Mestre Bimba's structured sequences, feeling that they took the soul out of the art. Mestre Pastinha championed the return to capoeira's original form, now known as Capoeira Angola. Mestre Pastinha developed an outstanding student, João Pequeno.
As a living link between capoeira's present and past, this is the man I want to meet. According to Jogo, the 84-year-old João Pequeno lives in poverty despite being the capoeira mestre in the eyes of Angola students worldwide.
This is where Jogo gives kids free capoeira classes when he's in Salvador. There are special games to play within a rota, such as this money game. The object is for a player to pick up a handkerchief of money from the floor using his teeth. The game involves a key principle of Angola,